2 years ago, the stars dimmed when Liam left. His tiny hands, once warm around my fingers, turned still. Leukemia stole his laughter, but not his light. On the last day, as he took his final breath, a single white feather floated onto the hospital windowsill. The nurse said it was just the wind. I knew better. Grief became my shadow. I carried it to his empty bed, to the park where he chased pigeons, to the grocery aisle where I still reached for his favorite cookies. Then, on the anniversary of his passing, the pregnancy test glowed positive. The due date? Liam's birthday. The doctor called it coincidence. I called it a whisper. The signs began. A red cardinal tapped at the window each dawn, Liam's bird friend from the hospital. His favorite lullaby played in elevators, though no one else heard it. And every night at 5:55 p.m., the nursery light flickered on by itself. My husband sighed about faulty wiring, but I left the bulb unchanged. Labor started under a full moon. As I screamed through the pain, the hospital radio crackled to life with "You Are My Sunshine," the song I'd sung to Liam every night. The nurses exchanged glances. No one had touched the dial. Then, at 3:33 a.m., she arrived. Pink, wailing, with Liam's exact birthmark, a tiny crescent moon on her left foot. We named her Luna, for the light in our darkness. On the drive home, a butterfly landed on her car seat. It stayed for 22 miles. That night, the nursery light stayed off. But in the rocking chair, I found a crumpled drawing, Liam's stick figure family, now with 4 people. The crayon was still warm. Wind chimes moving violently in still air. A red and white feather crossed like an X on a baby blanket. The monitor's static forms a heart shape. A toddler's finger pointing at a glowing photo frame. The word Bubba scrawled in crayon on the wall beneath it. A child's hands planting flowers. The shadow of a boy holding a plane stretches across the soil, though no one stands there. Empty swings swaying in unison. Tiny footprints appear suddenly in the sandbox, paired with Luna's little sandals. A nightlight flickering in a storm. The wall projects a shadow of 2 children, one solid, one translucent, holding hands. A computer screen flashing, Liam, age 5, before erroring. A tiny inky handprint stains a "Hello, my name is Luna" tag. Birthday smoke twisting into a 7 knee. A sunlit train window reflection shows a boy's silhouette waving, though the room is empty. The silverback at the zoo did what zoologists called impossible. He knelt and patted empty air where Luna stood laughing. His massive fingers paused midair as if ruffling invisible hair. The keeper's logbook would later note, "Subject interacted with non-corporeal presence." That night, Liam's favorite stuffed gorilla reappeared on Luna's bed, though we'd buried it with him. When the school photos came back, I nearly dropped the frame. In the classroom window's reflection, Luna wasn't alone. Her small hand clasped an invisible one. The photographer swore he didn't edit it. "Some mirrors show more than glass," my grandmother would say. I hung it beside Liam's last drawing, where 2 stick-figure children now held hands. The moving van was packed when the storm broke. As rainbows arched over our old house, the scent of Liam's oatmeal cookies filled every room. A red balloon floated upstairs to his empty bedroom. When I went to retrieve it, his nightlight, dead for 2 years, flickered once in farewell. Luna's first school play should have wrecked me, but when she bowed, the loudest clapping came from seat 5, row 5, left conspicuously empty. A single red balloon ascended toward the rafters. Backstage, her teacher whispered, "We don't sell balloons at evening performances." When Luna's thermometer hit 55.5 degrees, I nearly called an ambulance. Then she giggled at the ceiling. Liam says numbers are just hellos from heaven. The digital display flashed 5:55 as her fever broke. That night, the bathroom mirror steamed up with 2 small handprints, one at her height, one at his. At Liam's favorite diner, the vintage Wurlitzer malfunctioned spectacularly. Here Comes the Sun played 3 times, though no one selected it. The waitress brought 2 milkshakes by mistake. When we left, the receipt read, "Table 5, paid in full," though we'd only ordered 1 meal. Luna's art teacher sent home her family portrait with a concerned note. Among the 4 of us floated a winged boy with Liam's cowlick. "She insists he helps her draw," the teacher murmured. The crayon smelled of hospital soap and the markers were Liam's, dried out since his passing. Straight A's on her report card shouldn't have made me cry. But when a ladybug landed on the teacher's comment, "Often converses with Liam during recess," its tiny legs traced the letters like Braille. That afternoon, we found red and white feathers tucked in her backpack's secret pocket. Our GPS rerouted suddenly to Liam's old hospital. As Luna cheered, "He wants us to visit Dr. Mary," the radio played "Nowhere Man," his toddler misnomer for the Beatles song. In the parking lot, a nurse we'd never met waved at empty space beside Luna's car seat. The blackout should have been terrifying, but as Luna slept, Liam's old glow stars lit up in Morse code. Love Luna pulsed across the ceiling. The electric company confirmed no power surges. The stars had been removed 3 years prior. Her birthday balloon escaped into the clouds. "Got it!" Luna shouted, clutching her fist. When she opened her palm at bedtime, Liam's hospital ID bracelet lay there, still smelling of chlorine from their last swim lesson. The baby monitor picked up what the audio engineer called impossible. 2 voices singing, "You Are My Sunshine" in perfect harmony. "Hertz," read the analysis, "a frequency not used by any known device." That night, the stuffed gorilla appeared again, this time holding a crayon-written note. I tuned it. Our family photos always showed 3 people, but in reflections, in windows, mirrors, even spoons, there were always 4 shadows hugging. When Luna whispered, "Bubba hugs tightest," my sweater smelled suddenly of his strawberry shampoo. I dreamt of Liam's hospital the night before Luna's surgery. Down that endless hallway, one door glowed gold. The scent of his favorite oatmeal cookies led me forward. When I woke, the nurse said, "She's fine," and handed me a red feather from the sterile OR floor. Morning tea swirled into his face for just 3 seconds. My gasp sent it dissipating, but not before Luna said, "Liam says hi." The kitchen clock stopped at 5:55 for exactly 5 minutes before restarting. The children's librarian gasped when we opened Goodnight Moon. Liam's crayon scribbles filled the margins, a spaceship, our dog, and looping letters, LLL. The due date slip showed yesterday's date, though the book hadn't been checked out since his death. Dusk fireflies didn't just flicker, they arranged into H.I. Luna, above the oak where we'd buried his time capsule. Her shadow reached up to high-five empty air. Later, we found his favorite Matchbox car in her pocket, still warm. At graduation, red and white feathers rained down, though no birds flew overhead. As Luna threw her cap, I felt it. The weightless press of a child's hug from thin air, and the scent of strawberries one last time.